What's going on, guys, girls? Rob with you this evening. And big news on the YRL front. Uh, um, we will start, we're going to start within the week, I think. YRL, especially level 2, DL division, Dale Lonsdale division. Um, we're gonna base everything on the DL division on just only on the points method scale. Okay, the winner will get 50 points, and each individual position below that's one point less. So everybody's going to get 30 some points every race. Okay, so if you come in fourth, first is 50, second is 49, third is 48, you'll get 47. That's the way it will work. And one less each position. And no playoffs whatsoever. We will not play a playoff in this situation. The top 5 in the points will move up to the YRL division next season. Okay? Let me give you the 10 tracks that the YRL Dale Lonsdale second division will race at. 1950s Small Town Speedway. Okay, and all these races will consist of 15 laps. 15 laps, one pit stop. 15 laps, one pit stop. That's all it is per race. So, you're going to have to get with it, like I say. So, Small Town Speedway, 1950s. It's a dirt track. We'll start right there. Then we're going to an intermediate track, Pikes Peak International Raceway, 15 laps. Then we're going to 1950s Hub City Speedway, Spartanburg, South Carolina, another dirt track. Then we're going to Lucas Oil Speedway. It's been called a lot of names, but it's right there, right outside Indianapolis, and it's a nice little paved track. Next is Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. It's a road course. We'll go on a road course next. Next, short track, Greenville Pickens Speedway, South Carolina. Next, Walt Disney World Speedway, intermediate track, Orlando, Florida. Next, Eldora Speedway, short track, and it's dirt as well. Next is 1950s Willow Springs Speedway. Okay. And the last race of the year, we may already have a champion by then, but if we don't, guess what? We'll have one after the Milwaukee Mile. Milwaukee Mile, 10 race schedule, YRL Dale Lonsdale second division. And we've got those races, those tracks right there. Being that they're sealed up, that just means YRL is not going to use any of these tracks. They're going to use others. This year, YRL will be racing at, and we'll start off where we normally would start off on NASCAR season, Daytona International Speedway. Okay, most all of these are 1980s tracks. So we're kind of turning back a clock here. And next is 1980s Dover. Next is 1980s Richmond. Next is 1980s Rockingham. How about that? How about this one? 1980s North Wilkesboro. 1980s Pocono. Got to have a road course on there. 1980s Riverside, California. 1980s Charlotte. 1980s Atlanta. And then finally, the last race before the playoffs, will be 1980's Martinsville. Okay? From there, every driver that's won a race will be in the playoffs, as well as other drivers. So if you win a race, you're in the playoffs. So let's say we have 10 different winners. That's 10 drivers that's in the playoffs. Then the 6 best in points. We're going to take 16 drivers. We're going to go to the 11th race of the year with 16 drivers. The worst 4 fall out after Michigan. We take 12 drivers, and the worst 4 fall out and leave 8 after Talladega. We've got 8 that we bring to Bristol, and that leaves us with 4. For the championship race, whoever finishes best of those 4 will be the season 6 champion, Darlington Raceway. And that will be it. That will be it. The bottom 5 points, 40th, 41st, 42nd, 43rd, and 44th, will go down to the second division. Now, I am definitely going to try next season, season 7, to have someone run the lower division. Whoever it is, whoever takes it over, if I do get them to do it, if I can get somebody to do it, there's going to be a couple prerequisites. It's got to be somebody that I do know and I've talked to on a consistent basis. Number 2, I also want that person to do it on, preferably live. But as long as they'll televise every race and televise everything, and and we realize that it's up front, then we'll be okay. I don't know how much you've been able to hear me talk the last 5 minutes. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not plugged in. I'm not even plugged into the damn thing. So there was no need of me putting it on there then. That's good. You've been able to hear me. So YRL Dale Lonsdale division, I've got those 10 races, 50 points for first, 49 for second, 48. So everybody's going to have good races there. They should. And same way the other way, 50 points for a win, all the way down to 6 or something like that for last place, 7 or 6, something like that for 44th place. And we'll continue pedal to the metal like we've always done. We won't change anything on that situation. I almost had to come on here this evening for just a relaxing type situation. I've been bombarded with emails today. If I can find my man if I can find my man leave his name in a minute. I've had so many people's names in my brain today. P-Jet. If I find P-Jet on here, I'm going to get him, if he will, to send the drivers, some of those car sets to some different people. My email must not be working right because I've sent them to 2 or 3 people today and it didn't work. So I don't know the situation there. Also, got word from Matt Sharver today. Matt Sharver received his Inside the Cup golf. He only ordered it like Thursday or Friday, so he was really, really impressed by that, all the way from Idaho. So that's very, very cool. Thumbs up all the way there. I want to thank everybody that's been playing a part on my telecast over the last couple of weeks. I've had 5, 6 different guys step in, help me out so much. I do appreciate it, guys. You don't know how much I appreciate it. I have the drivers here. I've already got. This is season 6, and the season 6 TV driver. I don't know if you can tell a difference or not. You may not be able to tell that much of a difference. You can tell that's a little oranger than this, a little bit. Might not be able to tell it so much. But maybe with a more light, maybe it's easier to tell. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, like it, you can tell the difference. Yeah. So I'll definitely have different races going on at different times of the day. YRL, the senior division or the big league, has 4 more races. So I'm probably going to, obviously I'm going to have at least an hour, hour and a half to be able to have sit down time to do that. The DL, the Dale Lonsdale second division, 30 minutes I should be able to pull some races out of the hat there pretty easy there. So I may end up finishing that division before we get really going good with the top league. That could happen. So I just want to make everybody aware of what could be going on very, very soon. Um, let's see what else. PJet, hey, I want you to do me a favor, PJet. I'm going to send you an email. I'm going to send you a guy's email. If you will, send him the cars. I couldn't get them to him. I tried my damnedest today to send them to him twice, and he never got them. I forgot to send you the 2 gag. Oh, you talking about with the big wheel? Are you talking about the big wheel? PJet. It's what you talking about the big wheel with uh Sean on the big wheel. Is that the one? Oh, okay. No, we don't need those. We don't need that. I will email you I will email you his email address, and if you will send it to him, I would appreciate it. Yeah. What's up, Tim? What's going on? Tim's coming in. Send them to me also. All right. All right. PJ, if you want to send them down there to Harris as well, you certainly can. Can you actually get them from that site, PJ? I didn't know if you could actually get them from that site or not. Can you get the cars from that website? Okay, you didn't post them on. Okay, that's cool. Man. Okay, don't worry about that then. Don't worry about putting it on there if you don't want to. You don't have to. I'm just trying to find this email address and I want you to send this to if I can. Yeah. If you will, send it to them. Appreciate it. That fella got in touch with me today, and that in good faith wanted that, so that'll work out well. Yeah, man, I'll tell you, today has just been it's just been one of those days. Tomorrow, I won't be around, and I know immediately people say, well, Tuesday, I will be home for that. I will not be home much before that, though. I won't be home all like noon or later in the day. I'll be home. And 7 o'clock shouldn't be a problem. But I do have to go out of town tomorrow, so I have to go out of town and get back. So, yeah, I will not be. Anybody that likes to email me, contact me, stuff like that, I will not be around tomorrow to be answering stuff like that. If you've got my phone number, you can call me. You can certainly do that. I can Bluetooth you and talk. But if you know Virginia well, you know it's hills, there's mountains, there's woods. There's a lot of areas, it's dead areas where I'm going to be driving tomorrow. So I'm going to take Pops with me tomorrow. I'm taking him for a ride, and we'll be back. I'm leaving early, but we're going a couple 100 miles. So we're going a while, over 100 miles anyway, and we're leaving about 8. So we'll be back. We're not going to be where we're going. We're going to be there maybe 30 minutes. And now I'm turning right around. Yeah, PJet says I know it well now. Oh yeah. And he knows the area I live in and where it's kind of weavy wavy and all that shit. So yeah, and appreciate it, PJet. Appreciate it. He if he's in here, he'll tell you he appreciates it too. He may even send you an email back. So those races, 10 races in Dale Lonsdale second division, top 5 in points move up to the higher level. Bottom 5 in the points in the YRL division will move down, but right now there's only 13 cars in the low division. Yeah, so it's something for everybody. If you're 38th in the points, you definitely want to keep up with where you're at in the points. There's no doubt about it. 14 races, 16 cars will be in the playoffs. Those 16 cars cannot be sent down. They will not be. If you're a playoff car, you know you won't be going to the second division. You won't be. It'll be everybody that's 40th on back to 44th. That's it. This is the final season of teams. We will race with teams this season. After this season, everybody will be an individual car. You may have the same color as everybody else's car, whatever. It's not going to matter. When somebody comes up from that other league up with us, they're going to have the same advantages we've got. So it won't be a big deal there. They will be able to move up and have equal. They'll be on equal footing with us from the first time they come in to race the last time. If you go down to the second division, if you want to keep up with it, all you got to do, you just got to finish in the top 5 at the end of the season, and you'll be moving up. Not a problem. What's up, Glenn? What's going on? So those 14 races are the ones we're going to race. After the 10th race, we're going to take a top 16 in points, or 8 winners. Let's say we have 8 different winners, and then 8 in the top points. All race winners automatically make the playoffs. If you win a race in the top, and I'm talking about the top tier, if you win a race in the top 10 in the first 10 races, you're in the playoffs. Okay? Let's say we have 9 winners out of 9 race winners in 10 races. Then we will take the next 7 in points. This is the way we'll do it. We're going to come up with 16 drivers, one way or the other. Okay? So You either make it in on winning a race, or you make it in on being, high enough in the points. Then, if you don't make the playoffs, all you have to worry about then, the highest you can finish in the points is 17th. But you do worry about you falling back where you could be sent down to the other division. So do the points keep counting during the playoffs as well for everyone? Do the points stop at the playoffs for the playoff drivers only? 17th on back, you're still racing to get 17th. So nobody, if you finish 43rd in the points after 10 races, you're not out. You got 4 more races to move up in the points. Only points we keep up with, though, will be 17th back. For the bottom 5, I'm asking. Yeah, that's what's happening, though. If you will not get sent down to the next division until all 14 races worth of points is counted. The top 16 in points, they're in the playoffs. All they have to do is beat each other. We don't have to keep up with points for them. One's got to beat the other. That's the way we're going to play it. Okay, so let's say we got one person in the playoffs with 2 wins. It's all clean when we go to the playoffs. We're going to have 16 drivers in the playoffs, and after one race, 4 will be eliminated. Okay, whoever finishes it worst will be 16th in the points. The next worst will be 15th in the points. The next worst will be 14th in the points, and the next worst will be 13th in the points, and that's the way you'll finish your season. Then you'll get to keep racing, though. That's the only thing. You can keep racing, help your teammates, because don't forget, this year's still a teammate deal. We still got teammates. This last season of it, season 6, will be the last season for teammates. Then once we bring 5 drivers up, everybody's on their own. So you won't be able to draft along just because somebody on your team has got a pedal to the metal. Not after this season. Like I say, the lower level, the Dale Lonsdale level 2 division, it's going to be 10 races, no extra points or anything. Wins don't matter except for the points. You can win 6 races, but if you finish dead last in 4 of them, you may not move up. So you got to be consistent and stay in that top 5 in the points, and then you'll be fine. Okay? If you don't move up, no problem. 5 cars from the upper levels coming down with you, plus we'll add more cars. Okay? We're going to look to add more cars in season 7 in that league. But it's only 13. 13, 14 is all we've got. So it's short track racing pretty much, and only 1 pit stop. And that's it. 15 laps every race. So you can ill afford to fall out of any races. You can't have bad races. And then obviously in the top division you can't have bad races because you don't want to be in that bottom 4. But you got 14 races to do that, to come out of your funk. Where the playoff drivers will stop at 16, and they'll know they're at least in the top 16 in points, even if they do crappy. Yeah, the rest of the way. So if you win a race, in the first 10 races, you're not going to get sent back. I think beginning next season, drop the big league to 40 cars and add those 4 extra cars to the. Well, the thing is, if we did that, we'd have to lower 9 and bring 5 up. See, I hate to drop 9 this year. I really do, because I got to thinking about that too, Harris. We could have had 43 cars and dropped 6 cars. But I've been telling everybody all the time here this year for the season 6. So what we may do season 7, that might happen. We may drop 6 drivers and keep 43, and have 1 extra car go down after this one. But I've made it so clear. I've talked to everybody about dropping 5 and bringing 5 up. That if I didn't play it that way now, it probably would be a good thing. But I got to thinking about that too. Yeah. I got to thinking about that though. Yeah. So we'll just keep we'll go season 6 and season 7 with 44 cars. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. One extra car is not bad. And then after this season, we may say 6 cars go down, 5 will come up. And then we'll start switching, do stuff like that. But yeah, the tracks, we go into different tracks. None are in the same. We don't have no same tracks. None of the same. A lot of short dirt tracks and stuff like that for the let's see, a spider right there. There's damn things. Can't do anything with it, man. A little bit of spider coming up on my screen. I hate that. So, I just figured I'd make an announcement today. Tomorrow night, obviously 7 o'clock. If you've been watching our channel for the last 2 months, you pretty much know it's going to be college and pro pick'em night. And if you want to play a part in it, all you got to do is say, "Hey, Rob, I want to be on the channel." No extreme chat. No, don't go over the top of anything. Plus, we might get new subscribers who join anyways to feel the lower level. Yeah, you're right, Puck. In case you were wondering about last night's video, YouTube sent me a message last night, and it said you've been warned. The WWE has viewed your video and your content, and to bring them up in even its discussions now can draw a strike from the YouTube. So they immediately took my video last night and they erased it, or they took it from me. I don't have any access of it. I was telling Keith when I got the email last night about, 11:15 or something, they immediately took it off. They removed the video. You're not going to watch that video. All they said was copyrights of WWE. And then they also said you spoke of wrestlers that are copyrighted. So we will watch what we talk about wrestling anymore. It's a shame you can't even talk about people. Yeah, it's a shame you can't even brings people's names up and stuff like that. But they even said it was a trademark violation done. And yeah, well, even talking about them, Harris, even bringing their names up in chat, not just videos and music. If you bring their name up in chat now, they can do it. Copyright infringement on names is what I was given. So we must have said somebody's name last night also was mentioned. They were copyrighted and we infringed on it. And yeah, they did not give me a strike, but they did remove the video. They removed the video from my archives. That's the first one I've had removed yet. So we will watch a lot closer. We don't talk that much about wrestling on the channel anyway. So and they even said on there that I was able to come on here and at least give an explanation as to why my video was done. And they said, we prefer you do not give names of wrestlers out as examples or whatever. So I will not give wrestlers' names out as examples because I don't want the channel made an example of, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, I'll show you my shirt. No place like Lynchburg Hillcats. That is home plate, I guess that's the Hill cat. He's a mean looking rascal. Well, it wasn't Peter. Cleveland Indians. That's their farm club. Cleveland, whatever the hell they're gonna be next year. That's farm club of theirs. So I went there a good many times this year. Good many times. What are we talking about now? It's what, 6 o'clock? Dark outside. Unbelievable. 6 o'clock, dark outside. Wife hates it. She just absolutely hates it. We may go. We may go get some dinner. I may come back home tonight. Is anybody really? Um, is anybody in the mood to come on here and just talk tonight? If they want to, I can probably come back. If not, I'll probably hold off until tomorrow. But if someone wants to come on, all you gotta do is just say, "Hey, Rob, you know what? Let's meet up a little later or whatever." I can be back on here. We can do whatever. But think I'm gonna go get me maybe a sandwich at Subway or one of those sandwich shops over here in town. Grab something. I don't know. And after that, I don't have until 10:15 free tonight. Okay. Yeah, tonight I want to go to bed pretty early because, like I say, I got to get up in the morning and have my dad. So I will have him, and like I said, we'll go out of town. We'll be riding out of town. What's up, Alex? So yeah, I may slide back by here and see what's going on, see what everybody wants to do tonight, and go from there. Like I say, today's been a stressful day just because I look like everything I did it wrong, or if I did it right, it looks like something ended up biting me in the butt. Um, I had a whole lot of purchases and stuff on eBay, and then I sent something out, and it seems as though the postal service sent it out the wrong way or something. And now I've got a person that's on my ass like, oh man, Rob, you messed up. And I'm like, I really didn't mess up. I paid, I paid for the postage. I printed out the postage. It shows on there where it needs to go, and they just sent it to the wrong place. So, it's a never-ending saga if you ever mess with eBay. It's always something. Uh, yeah, copyright names and stuff like that. Copyright infringements. It was a long email. It was a long email, but I read it all. And yeah, names, people, names of events, all kind of stuff. It was like you couldn't name, the big one that goes on in early April. Not even supposed to bring that up now. So I don't. It looks like to me. I always heard this. Even if somebody's talking about you in a bad light, bad publicity is better than no publicity at all. I don't understand. That's one I don't understand. It's like, why wouldn't you want your name out there as much as you can possibly have it out there? But for whatever reason, we broke code, and they didn't like it. So we'll play by their rules. But don't forget, if we play by your rules, then we're not going to bring you up in conversation anytime. So you may have gotten 10, 15% of our airtime, or you're going to get zero now. So, hey, we can deal with it. It doesn't cost us anything. Yeah. Yeah. I probably all of that. You're probably right. Probably in the music I played. Yeah, you're probably right. Just said something about you hit copyright infringements multiple times on the channel is what it said. So I laughed about it. And I was just like, yeah, long as we haven't done, we're not going to jail or anything, we're fine. So think we're going to go grab us a bite to eat. We may be back on here later. I hope you guys will be back on here with us. Harris may be around. Never know what Keith's got going on. And maybe even Tim may pop up. So, yeah, that's right. They're watching us then, right? That's right. We may not be watching all these wrestling organizations, but they're watching us. So does that make us cool and them suck? I don't know. I don't know. We'll be around anyway. Just keep an eye out for us tonight. If that bell rings, that means you subscribed. If the bell doesn't ring, that means you haven't subscribed. So do subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. And until I see you again, my name's Rob, and we'll probably be back on a little later tonight. Who knows? All right. Bye-bye.